Greetings everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark, the sandbox alpha. We're doing a playthrough and we are going to continue our quest for survival. My name is Anthony and I'll be taking you through as we try to not die. Alright, so done some organizing while off camera waiting for the storm to blow out. Rested throughout the night. It's probably about a good 14 hours for that storm blew itself out, but you know, I've kind of got things arranged in a little bit more logical sense. Got all these tinder plugs down here, a bunch of wood that I reclaimed. You notice the table's gone. Had to go through a little bit of my food over here. The sardines, I ate a couple candy bars, but sounds like it may have blown itself out a little bit. So we're gonna go out and see if we can't get out to that homestead, the Trapper's homestead. Awfully cold. If we don't lollygag around, we can probably make it. I'm gonna take a slightly different route than I was doing before, where I was looping all the way up there. Assuming I don't run into a wolf. No weapons, there we go. Let's get that flare ready. You can kind of cut through an area. I think, well, let's see. Yeah, we'll go this way, I think. Another deer over there. I think this leads by like a hunting stand, and so you can sometimes find some stuff there. Depending on, oh, did I see something moving? No. Okay, it's not as bad as it could be. Depending on how the weather holds, we can maybe hit a few locations. The lookout, the ranger lookout, is that it right over there actually? No. But regardless, it's there's like a back way kind of around that you can use to get up to the clear cut. It kind of leads in a big loop, and the ranger lookout is right in that area. Seems like it's warming up just a little bit, so that's good. Oh dear. He's right where I want to go. Let's see if I can maybe get up this hill without spraining an ankle or something. It's a little steep. I mean, those wolves are why we have the flare. I mean, but with anything else, it's a finite resource, and I try to avoid using them unless I absolutely have to. Where's he at? Lost him. Going down hills is dangerous. It's really easy to sprain an ankle in this game doing that, so gotta be careful. I don't see him anymore. Got some branches and stuff that I could harvest for wood, but we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere at the moment. It's better if I know where I'm going before I spend time losing body temperature and whatnot. There's some of that old man's beard over there. If I, again, had a little bit better idea of where I was, I think I know where I'm going. Famous last words, I suppose. So you got some of the cut down trees there. This leads. That's my. I'm still doing all right. Oh, there's another wolf. Never mind. I was going to go. I think I may have taken a slight path too far, and I think that actually leads down to the hunting blind. But with that wolf sitting there, I don't want to get him all riled up at me, not unless I had a way to take him out reliably. There can be a bear out and about around here too, so I'm trying to keep my eyes open for that. I've seen them periodically, but I was out at... The only time I've had kind of a close encounter with a bear in this game was at a Desolation Point where I was... There's like a fishing, whaling, cannery thing or something, and I was just kind of exploring some like abandoned cars out there, and the next thing I know I turned around, this bear was looming over me, and needless to say, it didn't particularly go well. It didn't kill me, but it came damn close. I want to say my condition was down to something like 12% from 100. You know, I was full up, and so not only that, but then I was bleeding because he had done some pretty horrible things to me. And yeah, I had to get back to the lighthouse, and I managed to get back there, and fortunately I wasn't bleeding super duper fast, but managed to get back to the lighthouse with like 6, and get a bandage on with like 6% condition left. It was pretty darn close, and so I learned definitely got to keep your situational awareness about you a little bit better. So I think I see some saplings back there as well that I may want to collect at some point. The saplings can be cured and then turned into a bow and or arrows depending on which type they are. Birch, if I remember right, birch saplings get made into arrow shafts, and the maple saplings get turned into bows. I think I'm not wandering the way I thought I was wandering. I'm starting to get cold. Oh dear. This is what happens when you think you know what you're doing and you haven't played for a while. Everything, you're like, oh yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. And it turns out that apparently no, I don't. Oh, well. I appear to have found the hunting blind. Wow, I must have got way turned around. There's that wolf over there. He's getting way too close for my taste. I wish you were walking the other direction there, man. See, this is the unnamed pond. God, if it wasn't for that damn wolf, I'd just go and check out that blind right there. But we're gonna head this way. Again, we're gonna emphasize that I think I know where I'm going. This should take us back toward the trapper's place. There is a down deer there that you can get some meat. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, you just eat him and you ignore me. You be you and I'll be me, and you eat up, and I'm gonna go this way. Bloody hell. Oh, this is the little cabin that was out this direction. Actually, I think I'd kind of forgotten that this thing even existed. That'll give us a good chance to maybe get some temperature back here so that we can continue on. Might be like right over that little saddle there, might be where I'm trying to get to. Got myself all turned around now. No painkillers, in case I get a sprain. What we got in the container? A toque, some scrap metal, an exceptional, but it looks like we've got a granola bar down here. Insulated vest. Alright, what do we got here? This is getting me 0.6 and 3. The insulated vest would be getting me 0.8, but no wind chill. Probably better off sticking with the down vest, to be honest. What I need is the winter parka. Hack apart a couple bits of furniture here. Just kind of let the temperature recover a little bit. It's not recovering all that fast, but I'm gonna go and eat the granola bar. I'm carrying around some beef jerky that I found earlier, just as an emergency. And then the soda's kind of filling that role. I don't actually have any water right now. I drank the last of it when I woke up this morning, so it's a bit worrisome, but oh, come on. Again, really? How bad is it? Well, it doesn't appear to be bad. Only -2, but I'm also shielded from the wind, and that does not seem like it's going to be cooperating at all. An hour and 40. I'm probably gonna be eating my beef jerky and drinking my soda. It sounds like that didn't really slow up at all. Well, that gets us back into, decent areas. Well, let's see here. Oh, dead guy. Poor guy.
This will come in handy.
Another flare. And candy bar. I mean, it's calories. I'm not going to say no. Pry bar leading into the outhouse. Apparently the guy really had to go. Alright, so we're going to head for that saddle. More saplings over here. This one's on the way. I don't remember how long it takes to harvest one, but we're going to go ahead and do that on the way over. We got some rabbits. So it's really important also to kind of track where the rabbits are walking, because as is pretty common in real life, rabbits tend to follow trails, and the creatures of habit, the birch sapling. Don't know how long it takes to harvest it, but it doesn't do that long. And so they'll constantly follow the same paths. And something you can do in this game is you can build snares and catch rabbits. But to be efficient at it, you really want to pay attention to where they're running and set your snares along those paths. Up and over. Wolf over there. Let's avoid that, shall we? Okay, I'm kind of in the clear-cut area, it looks like. So I've gone more one direction than I maybe would have wanted to. But, on the bright side, while this isn't exactly the direction I was looking at potentially going, wow, you ran right by me, didn't you? This pathway right here leads up to the Ranger Lookout, so while I did kind of come out at a different place than I wanted to, the Ranger Lookout is not a bad place to take shelter. It's got a stove inside. It's pretty bare bones in terms of the actual, like, what you can do there, depending on what you find. But the fact that it has a stove inside means that you can kind of use it as a waypoint and a good resting stop. It's not a separate location like the lodges, though. So you want to... do I hear another deer, or is he just like on the other side of that rock? That's weird. So yeah, up here it's like you just make sure you close the door behind you is what it comes down to on that one. Up here at the lodge, and you'll see what I mean once I get up here. It's a bit of a hike to get up, but hopefully there's some food up there. I don't have much in the way of sustenance anymore. I have plenty of like sticks and stuff I can burn. So all I have to do is get that fire lit, and I can get my water kind of handled. I think there's maybe a dead guy down there. I can't remember. Maybe that was further up the ridge here. Yeah, there's his backpack. I think poor guy went for a trip. Left his backpack here. Got a candy bar, so I got a little bit of food again. Hey, you can see him down there. Alright, so we got a candy bar, we got some food, a little bit of food. It's not a lot, but every little bit at this point is something we can use to hopefully get us finally to that lodge. Depending on what the situation looks like, if there's enough food in here when I get up to the top at the actual lookout, I may head over and check the clear-cut trailers first before going to the Traverse Lodge. But if not, the Traverse Lodge has usually got a fair bit of food, enough to kind of get you going again, and so I may have to go there first, depending on what the situation looks like. I don't think you really can, but I always imagine I'm going to slip and fall right there because of the way the trail broke down. Forestry Lookout, here we are. I think you can sometimes find a guy, there's usually a body somewhere around here. Yep, it looks like today he's down at the base. Sometimes he's like sitting right outside the door, which I think is even more depressing. That makes me feel like he just gave up or something. I'm finding toques all over the place.
Okay.
Because he's like right outside the door. It's like, dude, you could have just gone inside, but you just sat out here and gave up, and that seems really sad to me. Though to be fair, I mean, in survival situations, when you're kind of cut off from things, your biggest enemies are panic initially, and then the loneliness, just the solitude can make people just kind of lose it, and that'll be what gets you. So yeah, you just open the door, close the door. Ah, look at that! Excellent.
Best be prepared for anything.
On the downside, we've got a slight issue in that one round. Another whetstone, another can opener, more dog food, pork and beans, jerky, table we can break apart if we need to, cedar firewood, sewing kit. Wow, yeah, this was a pretty good haul overall for us. 3 hours of daylight left. I think our best bet may be to, we're going to break down some more of these furniture bits here. And then we're going to start a fire, probably cook up the pork and beans because no reason not to. table? Yeah. And we even got a bed to rest in, so let's take care of our immediate needs here. Still got 10 wood matches. Wood matches are really good for getting fire started. They're a bit better than the cardboard matches, although the cardboard matches are a bit more plentiful. Ooh, pushed that kind of close, didn't I? We're bottoming out on water here. Unlike previous, I'll check as soon as I get the fire started, but unlike previous versions of this, I believe that that icon on the bottom shows up when you're in like the last stages, when you're like really close to being out of water, instead of like you're actually at, yeah, so I'm just about there. So we're just going to do a really quick.
Can't think straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna start losing condition here, but I need to. Can't drink it. Gotta boil it. Gotta make it safe. You can find water purification tablets as well, which lets you bypass the whole, you know, boil it kind of thing. So we're gonna eat a candy bar just to get ourselves a little bit closer before we cook that pork and beans. Hours should get us plenty. Now that we're gonna go big on the water. This means we're gonna be a little bit weighted down. Not simply because of the water, but also because of all the reclaimed wood that I just did.
Starving.
Oh yeah, that was dumb. Ah well. Starving. Yeah, and I'm encumbered. We're gonna heat up. Use the can opener. Low calories won't usually make you being thirsty is worse than being hungry, but this game's pretty punishing, I feel, when it comes to calories too, though. Hopefully heating it up made it yeah, it'll work. I wonder if can you heat up the dog food? No. Part of me is tempted just to use that to kind of make it less overwhelming here. It's risky. I could get food poisoning, but it seems like we're okay. Drink some more water. So I'd say that gets us pretty well. We're doing all right now. Still, kind of need some more food. I'm gonna go and eat this candy bar too. But overall, I guess we're not in a bad way. How fast to break down? 50 minutes. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This means that when we're done here, we can pretty much be done. Coming back isn't really going to get us much of anything. So we'll rest it up. It's going to be really early morning when we wake up. It is kind of breezy. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of wiggle room here to stick around, so... Another pry bar underneath there. Yeah, I'm going to be carrying everything with me. It's almost worth just going back. So if I step outside, how bad is it? Oh dear. Well, hopefully this will let the weather calm down a bit. Put myself on the wrong side there. Man, it's still way cold. Hungry enough that I'm a little bit worried. But God, my warmth is going to go down so fast. So we're going to give it one more hour to see if it'll warm up just a little bit. I'd really like to get it down below -10 before I head out, but as you can see, the hunger is getting to be a bit of an issue here. -11, that's going to have to do it. So I'm still going for the flare here, mostly because if I'm going to shoot an animal for food, I'd rather take a deer. You get a little bit more meat out of them than a wolf, and it's worth a little bit more calories per kilogram than the wolf meat is. So I want to try to get myself in the best situation I can. Okay, yeah, where I'm feeling a little bit more confident about getting to the homestead now. I was hoping for a bit more food. I really was, but out of the ranger lookout up here. Still going down a little quick, but not as bad as it would have been with that -17. Interestingly, you can also use a flare to, if you're worried about freezing and you're close to somewhere where you can get inside, you can actually use the flare to help keep you a little warmer than you would be otherwise. If you light it up, it will provide a little bit of warmth. I mean, it is pretty hot burning little item, so I mean it makes a certain amount of sense. Hopefully it won't come to that. Mr. Wolf on that way. Alright, well, I know where I'm going. Even if I wanted to go to the clear-cut trailers right now, that would probably not be the best option. If I had more, you know, like, if my calories were higher and I really wanted to go there, I could kind of loop around the trees and then take on the other side. You gotta be careful with the wolves, though. Their like aggression radius, or when they'll start coming after you, it seems to vary pretty wildly. Sometimes you'll be as close as I am to this deer over here, and they're ignoring you. Then other times, you know, they're damn near back to that sign back there, and they'll make a beeline for you. So. Oh boy. You know what? I feel like I may be going too far that direction. I'm gonna die out here because I'm getting lost again. At least it's not staying super cold. You know, if worse comes to worse, I can't sleep out here because I didn't bring a bedroll, but if worse were to come to absolute worse, I could try to bring a deer down, light a fire, and kind of weather the night. I'd have to stay awake, which would suck, but could potentially do it. As long as I get it in a nice little sheltered area, so that because the wind will affect your fire, and so oh man, this fog. As long as you put it in a nice little sheltered area, though, you can kind of ride it out. This fog is not doing me any favors. Look at all the bunnies. Oh, it's that little cabin again. Oof. Okay, I am definitely struggling with my navigation. Oh, you're kidding me. Wow.
I'll make it.
Time to OD a bit. Good thing I found those painkillers earlier, though. I wasn't even trying to run or anything. Usually that'll happen too. I'll like do that if I'm trying to like run on a slope. But it can happen. I mean, you are trying to tromp through snow. Oh man, I'm getting so hungry. Apparently I can't go up the hill that direction. Come on, there we go. Nope. Am I not allowed to cross this? Oh, here we go. Just want to make sure I can get over that. This fog is proving to be very, very problematic. Normally I'd be able to see down there and I might be able to get my bearings off something down that slope, but right now I've got nothing. So we're gonna need to kind of head that direction, I think. Slide down here and see what we can find. Okay, we're back here again. Well, on that note, looks like the wolf's gone. Okay, some pork and beans. Not terrible. What's this out here? Take some firewood. Man, I'm all kinds of turned around right now. Definitely over time here a bit too, but it's okay. It's just a guideline. actually kind of like to get that sapling, but I have no idea where I'm at the moment. This fog came in at a really, really poor time. Really getting hungry too, but I don't want to stop out here to eat because, well, it's effing cold. I really feel like if it wasn't foggy, I would know exactly where I'm at and I'd be fine. I'm also a little bit worried that I just, like, spun in a circle. Use the can, but I just need the calories at this point. Pushing a little bit too close. I suppose on the bright side, as long as I can keep walking without dying, eventually I'll find something. The downside is that when it gets to be night, I'll probably freeze to death. And I can light a fire, actually. So I might not freeze to death. I'm just going to be super tired. I've just got to find something that's familiar. I'm not having a lot of luck. I end up at that damn cabin again. I'm almost certain of it. I really feel like I've turned myself around. There's a deer over there. This fog is going to be the death of me. It's really all I have to say about that. There's the deer again. And a bunny rabbit. But I cannot find any landmarks because of this fracking fog. The trees all look the same. Big freaking clearing too. This is a really big clearing. Except now it's starting to slope up, which means that I'm not going anywhere close to where I want to be, I don't think. I have absolutely no idea where I'm at. I've gotten completely disoriented. What about this little gap? Where does this leave me? Probably back to the the hunting blind or something, just to be a jerk. I'm back at the train tracks. Okay, well, that's interesting. I do have rifle rounds back at home, so if I find the lodge, I may just take this booch out. Give me some meat. You can see my actual health, my heat indicators going back up a bit. Oh dear, I'm at the derailment. Come on, dog. You wanna play? Yeah, I know where I'm at now. Are you running away from me? What are you doing? That's entertaining. Yeah, keep following me, dog. Keep following me. We get you right back by the house and then shoot you in the face. Go. Keep following the... Seems... Man, I hope I'm where I think I am now. I was going on the derailment. I shouldn't have ended up on the other side of it, so this should be taking me back to the camp office right now. Emphasis on should. He is still coming after me. Alright, well. Oh yeah. How you doing, buddy? Bloody hell, there's two of them now. Alright, fine. That's fine. Okay. They do kind of really freak out with these flares. It's a little funny actually. Is there a deer down here maybe? Oh, like I said, I would really much rather have a deer. On the bright side, I did make it back to the camp office, so... I'm just gonna drop the flare out here, go back inside. Can eat a little bit of my reserves. Get the rest of these bullets. That gives me 6 shots now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and call it there for now. Went quite a bit longer than I intended to after getting lost like that. Hopefully we can avoid future recurrences of that, or at least many of them. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I managed not to die, which I'm a little bit pleased about after getting that lost. Things were looking kind of bad there for a moment until I found the train tracks. But if you did like, please feel free to come back for more episodes later. I hope to see you again soon, and take care.